Okay, so there. Okay, so my name is Victor, and I'm going to do my persuasive speech on teachers and how much little that they get paid during year and why it should be changed. So, do you guys know that on average, the salary that teachers make just in Texas alone is $58,000 a year? Let me say this one more time for you guys. The average salary that a teacher in Texas alone makes in a school year is $58,000 a year. This ranks Texas 28th in the nation in that aspect. According to a new ranking that I found from the National Education Association, the average top pay for veteran teachers, that means teachers that have been teaching in school for 5 years or over, is $13,000 below the US average. So by that measure, Texas ranks 43rd lowest in the nation. That's out of 50 states, guys. This is something that needs to change. And it's only going to change if we kind of do something to make that happen. Also, teachers, they work way too much. On average, teachers in the United States alone spend just a little under 1,000 hours per year in the classroom. If you look at this chart below, the United States ranks third out of all the countries in the world in average hours of compulsory teaching time in public primary and lower secondary education. The only countries that rank higher is Costa Rica and Australia. Once again, this is an issue. This is an issue that we need to change. Also, teachers, they provide a very valuable service to us students. I want to ask you guys this specifically. Athletes and actors are paid way more money than teachers are, like way more money than teachers are. But realistically, do they make a more contribution to society than teachers? If you ask me, the answer is no. Why? Well, athletes, even though athletes and actors and actresses, they play a huge part in our lives. Without teachers, we don't go anywhere in life. We don't have the careers that we want, whether we want to be math teachers or we want to be accountants or whatever. Without teachers, we don't get to that, to our future, to that, future that we want to be in. So if you ask me, teachers provide a much more valuable service to us than athletes and actors, in my opinion. 75% students, according to a chart, statistics made by the SES last year, 75% of students see teachers as mentors and role models. Why exactly is that? Well, they give us students the requisite skills needed to prepare for the future. As I said before in the first point, teachers are very huge in our kind of future and what we want to be in life. Without teachers, it's kind of hard for us to do exactly what we want to do for our future. And I am saying future a lot. I am kind of bringing that to a point that teachers are pretty much everything for us. From when we start school in pre-K to the end of college, teachers play a huge part in our lives. And sometimes I almost feel like we take that for granted. But teachers, they are really huge for us and what we need. Also, people don't even realize that teachers, they don't really have that much vacation time. Sure, after the school ends, when students and teachers, they leave, they do have vacation time, but you have to realize that many of those teachers, they use most of their summer breaks to revamp curriculum, update classroom activities, or attend classes for certification for the next year. They're writing up exams. They're looking at activities that they can do for the next year just for us. Some even have summer jobs, online teaching and tutoring. You have to realize this, that Some teachers who just do not make enough money during the school year to make ends meet, most of them, they have to take summer jobs just to get a little more money, or do summer school teaching or online teaching, whatever, just to get a little more money in their pockets. I want to show you guys a chart that I found by the NCS covering the school year of 2015-2016. It said, quote, roughly 1/3 of teachers with 1 year or less experience had non-school jobs over the summer. So these are teachers that just started teaching, students, whatever, what age. They would have to, just because of the amount of little money that they made during the school year, they would have to take non-school jobs. So not even like online teaching, tutoring, whatever. They would have to take jobs at like a restaurant or whatever, just to get more money in their pockets. Once again, I think I've said this in the intro. I think I've said this pretty much every slide. This has to change. Teachers just aren't really being respected by how much they make, whether there's teachers in their first year or whether there's teachers in their 20th year. It all counts the same. Teachers should be respected more by how much they make. So in conclusion, for me, it is imperative that not only teachers, but students take action to make sure that these students are respected and treated better in how much they make per year. Once again, I'll restate what I said before. These are people that work a lot of hours to plan curriculums, provide a valuable service to society, while also cutting their own summer break short to prepare for next year, just for us. We have to realize that they are very important in our lives, and we need to treat them as such. I want to thank you guys for listening and watching this. Thank you guys.